Alright guys, are we ready to revisit ARR? Well, since I didn't get a chance to do it last week, let's do it proper. The flashback. So even though Zell and I have already started, we were trying to get through the separate starting points before we got to the main storyline, and then we had so long in between that I forgot that I wanted to show this. So this was the opening cinematic for A Realm Reborn. Now, to my understanding, for those who aren't fully aware of the series, this is basically kind of like the end of Final Fantasy XIV 1.0, and shows the Warriors of Light, quote-unquote, that was referred to in the previous episodes where we covered the starting points, and basically just kind of talking about what happened with them in the final moments before Ramuh fell. And there's Bahamut. See, sadly, the other thing is I didn't get into Final Fantasy XIV until patch 2.4. Because I know I started when they introduced Rogue as a job class, and that wasn't until patch 2.4. So I never played 1.0. I've heard everyone talk about like the few good points it had, but the overwhelming majority of the bad of it. There is part of me that with everything that they've done now with Final Fantasy XIV, I almost wish they might re-release 1.0, maybe touch it up a little bit so it's more tolerable to play, just so those who didn't get a chance to experience 1.0 could, because even though it was so bad and the team that made Final Fantasy apologized for how bad it was, they still kept the story part of it canon. And that just kind of makes me wish that they did. For those who didn't get a chance to experience it, so. And there was Lewis Law trying with the help of the Scions. And then there's this, where the Warriors of Light were teleported away. And then this is technically our opening credit sequence here for ARR, A Realm Reborn. There's Poppy and Yada. There's Dad Cred, depending on how you look at him. We'll get introductions done proper once we actually finish this opening cinematic. This is very misleading intro because it shows the Warriors of Light as a party of 5, but you never get to do a party of 5. It's either a party of 4 is considered a light party, or a party of 8 is considered a full party. But there it is. And of course, the menu for Final Fantasy XIV. Alright, so we'll switch over to this real quick so I can get logged in and switch over to Discord for Zell. And we'll get our introductions done proper.
Hello.
Hello.
How was the cinematic?
It was nice to kind of watch it and vent and, you know, ponder a few things over it. Because again, being someone who did not play 1.0 and now having the knowledge that I have now, kind of connecting some of the points in the cinematic and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but that is live. Screen is up. We are good to go. So with that actually being said, ladies and gentlemen, please, will you bring your attention to we?
Yep.
Zell and I are back. Hi, Zell.
Hello.
So, yeah, we're back. We're going to be covering the last little bit of part 2 of the ARR New Game Plus. This one is going to be mostly story with one dungeon. So, we should be able to just chill and relax and vibe. And
Keyword
I know...
is
Should. I know Rayn's awake and he was playing Stellaris. As to whether or not he'll join us for color commentary, who knows, but...
He might not, depends.
So, where are you at, Zoe?
I'm at Gridania.
Gridania, right. Okay. I forget, is that where we pick up the next quest?
Yes. I believe so at any rate. Speaking of, should probably put on New Game Plus and resume the quest.
Invito to Partio.
Yep.
And New Game Plus, and we resume. Aha, okay, yeah, because we gotta talk to dude at the Twin
There's a
Adder.
Rayn!
Hello. There is a Rayn for some semi-color commentary while he commences war on Stellaris.
Yeah.
Oh yes. So much war. It's always war with me in this game.
Always.
Zell can attest.
Yep.
Alright, so I have to ask the question, Wonder Twin. Today is your first official day of vacation. How's your day going?
Well, I slept in.
Oh, isn't that such a nice feeling?
It really is.
Oh.
That's why I didn't go to bed till late, but still.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes up for it. You pretty much were dead Saturday, because you guys didn't stream on Saturday. Or did I miss the alerts?
Okay, what happened on Saturday is Zell had some technical difficulties where the launcher wouldn't open properly.
Oh no.
Yep.
Because I know I was pretty tired.
We ended up having to cancel, but I figured it out, so we've resolved it.
We resolved the technical issues, but then at that point it was too late for us to start stream, because otherwise it would be like an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes something's better than nothing, but at the same time I can completely understand.
Not with Stellaris, bro.
Not with Stellaris, no.
You need all of it.
One more turn! One more turn!
It's like the anime and book lovers. It's like one more episode, one more chapter. Next thing you know, oh crap, I gotta be up in an hour.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. So we're resuming the second half of part 2, where we now, for recapping where we left off last time, basically we praised Tiana after encountering in Ifrit.
Which shocked me, because we don't usually praise Tiana.
Not for that particular thing. It's a running gag. For those who know, you know. For those who don't, I'm not going to bother trying to explain it, because we'll be here all day. And we officially, Nocta and I stayed true to our roots and rejoined, so to speak, our grand companies, and got to do side-by-side reading for the differences between joining Maelstrom and how that process goes, and terminology and all that good stuff, and Gridania, the Twin Adder.
Yep.
So now our goal is to... We're basically going to meet with the Sylphs for that one. So, alright, pick it up where we left off. We come in peace.
We come in peace.
Liar. Hail, adventurer. I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder?
Oh my gosh, I have different dialogue right off the bat.
Probably because you're part of their grand company.
Yeah.
What's your dialogue?
Well, if it isn't Captain Luna reporting for duty, that's
I love
the seal I like to see from an enterprising young serpent.
I love the fact that we pretty much ended stream last time with joining, and you're like, oh yeah, you're promoted to the Serpent Private 2nd class or 1st class or whatever it is. And the very next thing you do is Captain Luna. It's like, wow, man. Who did
Damn.
you bribe,
A lot,
Nocta?
a lot happened in like
A week.
a little while, a week there. Jesus, it's crazy.
You want to get Ida?
Yeah, I can do either. Morning, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today.
Ida and Papa Limo. Always a pleasure to see the two of you. Might tell me your quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Aye, your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the 12th Wood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the Elder Seeds here, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for the reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramuh has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better safe than sorry indeed. Do we strike at Ramuh, or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is a question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. Nod.
Nod.
The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It will not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly paddler with the Sylphs? This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? I believe the ferry departing from the West Shore Pier should take us straight there.
A friendly... My brain just went, what?
Palaver?
Palaver? Palaver indeed. I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papa Limo.
Nod.
Nod.
Waddle. Alright. So we actually have to go to West Shore Pier to talk with person.
Yep.
Which we can shorten that by just going straight to the Lancers Guild.
Yep.
Yes. Ethernet is a wonderful thing.
Yep.
In the early days, how it was.
Mm.
You want me to take this one?
Sure, why not?
Aye, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. Okay.
We'll just skip the dialogue for that one.
Yep. And now we can fly there. Hey!
Okay, wait.
Got my Amaro.
I brought out my old faithful.
Mm-hmm. As you should. You need some exercise.
He doesn't get much use lately, so... Indeed, I am Amaline of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more? You do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Come to learn a thing or two of the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing. They're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, just let me tell you. They're... Beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Let's talk with Isabel.
You want me to take this one?
Sure.
The Sylphs? Yes, Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You'd do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squigglies, and chocobo scratches.
That's just making Taoyun seem much worse.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll let you... You can do her, too.
Okay. The quickest way to a quiverworm's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foster foodstuffs on a Sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sunlight, or so Rolf once told me. Okay. Cool. And then over here.
And another. Go for it.
The Sylphs? Invernet tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing mortal faces on our masks, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter.
They're just like the pixies. Oh, of course. And your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. The Sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help win the favor of our forest friends. Right.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Oh. Still here? Yeah? Great. There's one more thing that you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along, Trey, what was it again? And my wife, Rosa, and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friends. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than my own.
Okay.
Moon! Dun dun.
Power of flight.
Power of flight compels you.
Yep. Pop.
Go for it.
I can take her. Yep. A peace offering for the Sylphs? Were to anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual.
You don't say.
Are you Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ultru. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the ember. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ultru around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck! Okay!
A white liquid that induces hallucinations. I don't even want to touch that one.
Probably best you don't.
Just no thanks.
Curious tussock.
Oh dear lord! Oh no! Whatever will I do? Die.
And now we give that to Rolf. Or show it to Rolf, one or the other.
Argos!
You're back.
Oh, Zell.
Hmm?
I'm actually running one of the base civilizations.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm testing myself.
Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Here, look at this. Milkroot. But of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Any road, a gift of milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. First contact. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milkroot well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. Wah 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 wah.
It's stanky.
The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morble that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend. And do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'll regale me with your adventuring tales. I mean...
Nod.
And before I forget, don't go trapezing not just yet. Emmeline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend. And do pass along my regards to the winged ones.
Bum 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 bum.
Alright, Emmeline. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young Sylph by the name of Kumuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our peoples on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne Hut has furnished you some of that malodorous root the Sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the Elder Seedseer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you two, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal have taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. All right then. Dun, 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 dun.
Flying through the trees. Wow.
Alright, Kamuxio.
Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be.
Alright, time to dance.
So dance, dance.
Dance.
This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones.
If Walking One would talk to this one won't answer. This one is busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Walking One would bring gift to this one? Walking One is most kind. Walking One brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks, gives many, many thanks.
I forgot how strange these ones speak.
You're speaking just like them.
I know.
Walking One carries message from Elder One? This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry.
Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania and we're here to treat with your people.
Hi. You come to pay our respects to your Elder, and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramuh. Who are these ones? These Walking Ones come from Gridania? Walking One became a dancing one and brought milk root, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home.
Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Souls have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings.
The letter carried by Strife and Nocta here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedzia herself. Still, you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time.
Well, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Nocta's jig insufficiently, jiggy?
I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Nod.
Nod.
Dance, dance, diplomacy.
Say, Nocta, Strife, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing! You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting, but you greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow, ow. There go those bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again.
Yida, do you know anybody named Laguna? Alright, I'll start with no Lexia. And we have to dance.
Ooh, Walking One knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends.
Emixia. You can speak for Emixia. Suffer my
Okay.
pain.
Okay. Walking One would be a friend to these ones. This one is overjoyed. But this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave in the same way.
I wasn't asking your secrets of weaving.
Yep. Even though I have Weaver at 100. It's just like, well.
Delexia.
Ah, Walking One is for these ones. Friendly like gracious Elder One of Forest knows. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts.
I kind of want to see the Elder Seedseer dance now. Just saying. I'm just
Fair.
saying.
Saying.
Nocta, Strife, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news? I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure.
Right. So happy you've recovered. Strife, Nocta. As adventurers, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurers who comes to aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The Sylphs who would make their home in Little Solace do so by having been driven from their woodland homes. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled Sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the Sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with the hero in media. Of the Gridanians who reside here, she is most like to be privy to the Sylphs' troubles.
Okay.
Alright, Emidia.
I take it you want me to read this one?
Sure.
Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurers with truly gentle hearts. The Sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Okay.
Okay, that's what I came over here for.
Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from moms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Ziz Gorlins and Gnal Gnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie bushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deed, seek out Camuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Okay.
Alright, so kill a bug, kill a Ziz, and find some brownie bushes.
Yep.
Amenities are always a problem, right, Zell?
Yep.
Although right now in my current run, housing is a big issue.
I found a brush.
There's another brush.
I found a brownie.
Boop. Oh, wait, this way.
Great armor.
It's a boring weevil. He's so boring.
Another brownie brush. Now time to kill bugs.
Damn it, Tiana.
There it is. Somewhere Tiana is sneezing.
Die. Die.
Actually, I should integrate that at some point. Where she'll randomly sneeze.
Anybody who knows Tiana, they start cursing her. Just a little side note. While Tiana was walking through the desert in southern Thotland, achoo! Somebody's thinking of me again.
Someone's blaming me for the rain again.
Dancing One is still here? Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Here's some brownie brush. Dancing One brings brownie brushes for this one.
This one can dye thread, what's more. This one is pleased. Dancing one kills bitey, buzzy one? This one hates bitey, buzzy ones. Dancing one is kind, too kind. Many walking ones come to these one's abode, but few are friendly like dancing one. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust dancing one after all. We've come in peace, I swear.
Yeah.
Presence of the enemy. This one asks dancing one for forgiveness. These ones have had many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But dancing one is not like other walking ones. This one can trust dancing one. This one would ask dancing one for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! This one begs of dancing one to help this one no more. Dancing one is friends with these ones and walking ones, yes? Dancing one must speak to these ones here and walking ones in hut house and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go, dancing ones. This one depends on kindness of dancing ones. There's so much going on there.
I
Yeah.
honestly wonder how they would handle talking about dancing green.
Oh my god.
Ooh, sorry, Ramuh. We have chosen our new god. Nothexio. Go for it.
Okay. Shush! Shush, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends.
That's so great. Palexia. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one has seen steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure? This one likes treasure. You don't say. I know somebody else who does.
Griffin.
Moon! Damn you, Pavlov! Monet.
W. Pavlov! Blech.
Men clad in strange armor. Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers.
How?
Wow, you're bad at your job.
Seriously, how do you not recognize that type of armor from the Empire? I mean, did you not fight in the war? I fell down, go boom. Into the house we must go. Gonna talk to Victor 'cause no one knows. Fearsome types clad in tow and steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. You might want to tell that to the person at the Aetherite who just assumed they were adventurers.
Yep. Hey,
Porksy and Bird. Hey,
Perksy.
we got chicken and pork chops. Riblets.
Whee! Bop.
This one is happy to see Dancing One's return. What did Dancing Ones learn? Well, we learned about some so-called adventurers. This one sees. Steel walking ones come from Empire, carry boxes, and go walking deep through trees. As this one thought, steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark, right here. This is where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for steel ones, yes?
Sure.
Sure.
I suppose.
I'm stuck in a
I'm just-
tree.
I'm just gonna sprint. Time for more combat. Die. I said die. Thank you.
Give us box. And maybe New Game Plus has us a little too on the OP side for this, but nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Flying through the trees so I can see the ring from above. In Utiana. Dancing one is back. This one breathed sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing one found something? Dancing one found paper inside a box? This is a message from Empire. This one can read Walking One symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes, this one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do steel walking ones know to find them? Is there a sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Snoopling ones selling secrets to steel walking ones? This one fears for this one's home, but Dancing One has helped this one much today. Dancing One must promise to always be friend to these ones. Sure. I'm your friend.
Brotherly love.
Helpful One arrives at good time. I never left. This one needs Helpful One's help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solace alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful One must find Claxio. We've gone from Walking One to Dancing One to Helpful One. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of Beastly One. Oh, you're talking about Rayn. You are a Beastly One. Either that or is talking about Tell Yoon.
Where are you going?
I was thinking the picture for the quest made me think it's like, oh, we got to go early part of Sylphlands.
I was just like, where are you going?
I go where I want.
Evidently.
You can have Claxio since you made it first.
Okay, sure. What? Walking One wants this one to return to Little Souls? Don't make this one laugh. This one is weary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything. No better than those ones that summoned a Primal One. No wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this a likely place to build a home, but then Meddling One arrives, forces this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One. Okay.
Alright, so walking to dancing to helpful to meddling.
Once again, quite a trip.
Next, you're gonna tell me I'm a mystery ink one. What? Claxio refused to return to these ones and went deeper into the forest. But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful One must hurry. Hurry and find Claxio. Helpful One should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. Those things will lead Helpful One to Claxio. But hurry. Hurry before touched ones take Claxio away. I almost want to, like, take down a list of that. Of, like, all the, like, different ones.
Yes, you probably should, actually.
Just so we can see how many there actually are.
I believe this is a solo instance.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Alright, we will return to party in a moment.
Yep.
Proceed.
Proceed.
Hey.
Meddling One is back! This one told Meddling One to be gone! Tell Kamuxio this one will never go back. Never! Touched ones? Touched ones should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone just leave this one alone.
Be on guard, Strife and Nocta. These Sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramuh. Akin to the Amaltia tempered by Ifrit, these Sylphs exist only to serve their deity.
They'll not answer to words, only steal. I took no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Nod. My book.
My axe. Whack!
And my pen. Just wait. One of these days, we're gonna get a class where the pen is a weapon.
The quill assist.
Admittedly, that would be pretty cool, though. Actually.
A marble? Oh, things were going so well.
It was all going swimmingly until the Fire Nation, I mean the Morble, attacked.
Duty complete.
Almost.
I sent the Morble running.
Bye-bye, Morble. Duty complete. This one is safe? This one was so scared.
Claxio! This one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits?
Kamunxio? And Meddling One as well. Why are these two here?
These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy.
Kamunxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Little Solace. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solace were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are, like Touched Ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Little Solace to be with Kamuxio and friendly ones.
Well, that should see to that. What say we return to Little Solace as well? I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath.
Invite to El Partido.
Yep.
Whee! I'm gonna
away
fly
we go.
like a chocobo through the rain. Damn you, Tiana, will you die up already? I want to fly. Fly to Little Solace. This one thought Claxio was lost forever. Helpful One saved Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one has known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones. But Helpful One is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful One is a hero to these ones. Helpful One will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take Helpful One to see Elder One. But Elder One is... Don't cry. I don't want to.
It's okay. They're there.
I don't want to picture what was going on when Toyun was drunk.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
This one must ask Kind One's forgiveness. This one made promise to take Kind One to see Elder One, yes? But this one cannot. This one cannot because Elder One is not here. Elder One is not anywhere. Elder One went into forest yesterday but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder One often goes into forest, but never for this long. Kind One will help find Elder One, yes? Near where Elder One disappeared is the home of a walking one named Buscarin. Buscarin may know what happened to Elder One. This one will talk to Buscarin, but walking ones do not always trust these ones. Would Kind One talk to Buscarin for this one? And Kind One comes from Gridania, yes? In Gridania live many Kind Ones, yes? This one begs of Kind One. Please go to Gridania and ask fellow Kind Ones for help. And please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns. So, back to Gridania we must go.
I'm just using my Gridania Aetherite ticket.
Fair enough.
Drops you right there next to the dude you need to talk to.
Yep.
It's pretty handy.
I gotta wander over there.
Yep.
Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? Their elder's gone missing, you say? Why, if he were to end up in the hands of the Tempered Ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that my sharpest-eyed serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Gia Molko at the Bent Branch Meadows and deliver the message that the Wood Whalers are needed in the search effort. Okay.
Sure.
To Bent Branch Meadows!
Yep. I can take this one. A message from Commander... I hate French names. I hate French names. Helix? Helix.
Elua.
Helix? Whatever.
That's my guess.
Just whatever. Moving on. The Sylph Elder has vanished. Worry not, friend. The Wood Whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. Alrighty.
Then to Buscarin, which he's in South Shroud. And the closest place might be Camp Tranquil.
Well, either of them, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just a matter of you're either walking west for a bit, or walking north for a bit.
Anderson Squibar. Whee! I fly.
I ride through the rain. Christiana is mean.
Yeah.
I found a level 50.
You know, she can make it hail.
This one finally happy to be dry one. Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub this side of... Eh? Not here to fill your belly, then. A hunger for news, is it? Aye, there's been talk of a Sylph lurking hereabouts, but I couldn't rightly say if it be the elder you seek. Those woodland scamps all look alike. Short of painting one red and another one blue, most folk would struggle to tell two of them apart.
If you've the time, mayhap you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know. You might even stumble across the Sylph Elder yourself.
Down, 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 down.
Dun, 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 dun.
No word on the Sylph Elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about doing a favor for old Bascarin in return? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse the drunkard. Tends to do the trick.
But what if I want to rough him up?
My patrons could swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead if they wish. But as soon as it turns violent, I've got to put my boot down.
You know, Bascarin strikes me as the type of person that I would not want to piss off anyway, so.
Yeah.
What are you staring at? You ought to keep them eyes in your face. Nafiscus teats, that's cold. What do you mean, no fighting? This Duskrite scum was... Yeah, I know the rules. That bastard gets to keep his skin. For now. I vaguely remember having to actually go collect, like, the bucket and the water before.
Yes.
Now he just gives it to us.
Nicely done, Strife and Nocta. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of that outburst is a Duskrite Ellison. There are people who shun cities to live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskrites can be an unruly lot, but they ain't so bad once you get to know them. And it don't seem right to bar a whole race of people from the druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay the coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Wrong. Yeah, fair enough.
I appreciate all the good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor of my own to ask you.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Ash. Welcome in. Hello. Ash, just Alan. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Crystal Heart.
There's a Kikiran friend of mine, you see, named Tetaroon. A good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He worked here at my druthers for a spell after that. Got to talking about striking out on his own, he did, and not long after cast his whole lot with a merchant bound for Lenosha. Well, it just so happens I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his. This scarlet earring.
Merchant bound from Lenosha. Oh my god.
I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have just forgotten when he left. So I'd like to see that he gets to him. Can't say for sure where he ended up, but might be a friend of mine who can. A Rogadin named Bane Singh. You can find him on Hawker's Alley in Limsa Laminsa. He knows everything of the comings and goings of merchants there.
I'm gonna pull a Nocta and use my Maelstrom ticket.
Bye.
Do the Nocta.
Oh no, it's just my type. I don't want to do the Nocta. That gets people in trouble and makes them lose their identity.
That's funny.
I shall wait for the Nocta.
That's some funny shit right there.
That's funny shit right there.
A Nocta approacheth.
Yep.
A wild Nocta has appeared.
Go for
Yeah.
it.
Oh no. Okay. You found your way to Ocker's Alley, friend. A courier in what worked at the Dullers? Ah, you speak of Tetarun. Related to that, oh god. Kokairon? Kokairon? Look, just over there by some blood or another. Two of them put in together and were making good coin, but old Tetarun up and left Limsa not long ago. Couldn't say as to why or where. You're better off asking Kokairon himself. He may be tight of lip, though I warn you. Best to take this chicken egg with you. Little, bastard loves the bloody things. Good to hear about old Busk, though. Sounds as though he ain't changed a bit. Just like him to send an adventurer along. Too shy to come his own self. Gods, I miss drinking that fool. Bleh.
Kyokaroon!
Should be welcome. Not customer? Not customer, cousin? Kyokaroon, too busy with business. Too busy for bladder.
Here's a chicken egg.
Chicken egg. Kyokaroon, love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer.
Looking for Tetarun? Tetarun no here no more. Tetarun leave Limsa. Tetarun go look for Sparklies. Now working at trading post. Good trading post. Forget where trading post is. Weinberg no Tetarun. Weinberg no trading post. Weinberg at ferry docks. You go to ferry docks. Kyokaroon forget things. Weinberg remember things. You talk to Weinberg, not Kyokaroon.
Okay. Yep.
Weinberg.
Weinberg.
Go for it.
Tetarun? Hi, I see him. That is to say, I saw him. He was headed somewhere up north by the way of the ferry to Owlport. Might as well head there and see what you can suss out. The skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I'd start by asking, Alflot. He's an old hand what knows a great deal about a great many things.
Sure, I'll spend the 40 gil.
Yeah.
It's cheaper than
Puts us right
teleporting.
next to the guy. Yeah, it's cheaper than teleporting and puts us right next to the guy that we're looking for, so. Tetarun? I saw him. That is to say, I seen him. He took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood, was looking for a place run by his fellow Kieran. I reckon he meant the one right on the shore of Bronze Lake, Maroon's trading post. Follow the road and you're sure to find it.
I got a Heaven's Word plot device for a mount.
And I got a Shadowbringer's mount. I need to finish my Shadowbringer's mount farm. But at the same time, that requires Party Finder, and I don't want to do that.
Which one are you missing?
Goes to check. I have... Sorry, someone rang the doorbell and my dog just went crazy. I have Titania's, I have Innocence, I have Hades, and I have Boarding with Light. Outside of that, I'm missing the weapons.
Yeah, those aren't actually bad.
Customer be welcome. Not customer? Not custom? Come with custom? Bring something to Tetarun. Here.
Here's your earring, sir.
Tetarun, forget this. Forget each other's. Tetarun swore would never forget earring. Would never forget. Tetarun think. Good Bascaran doing good. Good Bascaran good to Tetarun. Tetarun miss good Bascaran.
I'm missing decent dialogue. Good Buscarin helped Tetaroon. Tetaroon dead without good Buscarin. Must give thankies. Many, many thankies. Tetaroon make Kieran firewater for Buscaroon. Buscaroon love firewater. You help Tetaroon make firewater? Need thingies to make. Need many, many thingies. Need curl puff whiskers. Need 3 good curl puff whiskers. And where do you want me to find these?
This way.
I got Twin Tanya.
Hey. I got a hunt mount. Nice.
There we go. I got a tank mount. The second tank mount.
Nice.
The second paladin tank mount.
I see.
The armored lion, straight out of Power Rangers. Tetaroon make firewater for Buscaroon. You bring thingies Tetaroon need? Here's your whiskers.
Yep.
You brought all thingies. Tetaroon make firewater now. Make good firewater for good Buscaroon. Tetaroon, start making firewater now. Good firewater take time. More good. You come back later. Tetaroon make firewater. Good firewater. You take the Buscaroon. Good firewater for good Buscaroon. Tell Buscaroon no drink now. Tell put away for 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Tetaroon hopes Buscaroon happy. Tetaroon gives Buscaroon thankies. Many, many thankies. You tell Buscaroon. Tetaroon make big shot someday. Biggest shot in Eorzea. Make many, many sparklies. And thanks to good Buscaroon. My tongue hurts.
To be fair, same. My brain hurts just by reading it and hearing it. It's just like,
I got a space whale!
It's a whale!
It's a space whale! Oh!
well, hey, at least it's no longer raining. It's just foggy now.
I don't think we can blame
Tiana's
that
done
on
for now.
Yeah.
Tiana's good for now. She's sated. She has been appeased.
Ah, you've returned. Thank you for seeing Tetaroon's belongings to him. What's this? For me?
Here you go.
Kieran Firewater. So he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why, that old heat night. Oh, bloody hells, who's cutting onions back there? He says to shove it for a year, does he? Aye, that sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. This stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. It's gonna be a long year. Let's say you come back then, friend. We'll see if we can't make it through this bottle together.
Sure.
There was word while you were away. Sylphs were seen in the wood, but near no lands of their own. No, this place was near to here. A place we've never known a Sylph to come. Something must have given them cause to venture this far. More than like the missing Sylph elders among them. Here, I've marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there's anything to be seen.
Right. This long quest.
There's a lot here.
Yeah.
I found the first one. Just keep waiting. Just keep waiting. You saw nothing, Nocta.
I saw nothing.
There was nothing there.
What was there?
Exactly. Oh, la-di-da-di-da, I can't see anything for the phone. Destination unknown.
Alright, over this way.
Hello, Bard Mentor.
Yep.
I kind of forgot about him for a second. Hmm.
He got double teamed.
There was a lightning bolt, and then there was nothing.
Yeah.
Come, Argos.
Whee! Oh.
Hey, sir, leave your mounts outside. I'm running a business here. So, was there aught to be found in the wood? What did you come to? Garleans. In this part of the Twelves Wood. First Sylphs and now Garleans, and all in the same place. Cannot be more coincidence. Might the Garleans be following the Sylphs, tracking them or giving chase mayhap? But no, not this far into the forest. The Whaler spires are everywhere. Imperials could never have stolen past them. How in the bloody hells could they? Unless someone guided them through. Someone who knew where the spires stand and when the Whalers watch. A Gridanian traitor.
Yep.
A traitor?
Yep, I know who
Done.
this is.
Done.
I'm glad you've come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know, I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone as was aiding the Garleans. Well, I'm thinking I may have identified our suspect. There's a regular of mine who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But of late, he's taken to ordering my best wines and the finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it, but this lad's a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance, I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest, and I couldn't help putting two and two together. Suffice it to say, if a wood whaler's working for the Empire, none of us is safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Laurinaitis. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, you two, and if he is up to no good, put an end to it, and him if it comes to that. Nod.
Nod.
Sure, Nocta can bash him over the head with her book, and I'll get him.
I'll stick carbuncle on him.
Nocta being Nocta being true to form doesn't have any sharp objects until she's at the 50 line where she can go Red Majo.
Yep.
You can voice Laurentius.
Can you not see I am on patrol? Be gone. If you have business with the whalers, take it to the barracks.
Ooh, he's got lip. Don't get feisty with Nocta. She may flirt with you, but she'll also fuck you up.
Yep. To see him working with the Garleans, Nocta immediately just like kill. Not long now. I think patrol routes and rations would fetch such a price. No more than I deserve, though. 'Tis little wonder the Empire has risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid men their worth. Sup, bitch? You! What did you? How long have you? Help! 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 Please, come quick, my friends. It is I, Laurentius. I am under attack. Okay, sure. Die. You want to get feisty with me again? I dare you to try it. How did you just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. He just appeared. I thought you were working for the Garleans. Nocta's just like, I'm gonna hunt this kid down.
If only the game let us eliminate him sooner, that'd be one less problem later on.
Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, we do not have a choice. It is a but thou must.
But thou must.
Another single instance.
Disband the party-o.
Proceeding.
And proceed.
How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough, I say. Enough.
Hey, are you working for the Garleans?
It's over then. I have sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join their ranks. I am proud. But they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, duty, but in the end, it is those with money who do as they will, who live as they will. So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes and took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything and everyone I love. Why my actions have put your life in danger too.
Why are you laughing?
Though you do not yet realize how much. Bloody idiots. Did you imagine that you had cornered me? It is not I who is cornered. Garleans, I've brought... Oh my god! Sorry, I'm just laughing at the... I've brought the Ellison bitch!
I've brought the here bastard!
Noctis just like, oh, okay, we're doing those kinds of insults, then I will kill you. Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of Garlemald?
Are all douchebags like you inclined to think that you mean a shit worth of anything to the Garleans?
Yeah. You would need a veritable mountain of guilt to fund such an endeavor. Such is the cost of fighting great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will Gridania. So that's the way. Oh wait, that's someone else.
So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a feather bed in Garlemald, did you? You there. Here, Ellison. You stand here at old Buck's wish, no? Then you don't stand alone. Good.
No.
Rage of Halone! I kind of missed that skill.
And here comes more of them.
Oh, Noxa's got to be having a field day.
Nocta with the Garleans, just all of them just like, yes, try me, I dare you.
It's not even going to put so much as a dent, but damn, it's going to make me feel a little better.
Mm-hmm. My spells. And here come even more. Come to me, Topaz! Stop fucking healing yourself, you bitch.
Quit hiding in the bushes. Duty
Literally.
complete.
Congratulations, I am almost there.
I shall wait.
Die. Well, not die, but you know, not to murderous intent. Impossible! How did you best the Empire's finest? That was their finest.
That was their finest. They're in trouble.
And with bandits and poachers at your side. They are your sworn enemies. Why do they fight with you and not against you? But I know
Because you're
the
a
answer
bitch.
only to that. Yeah. Viscaron.
Those sideburns are the real crime here, dude.
Yeah. His words are willing to inspire men to act. Better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? Oh, you're now just realizing this, and I know that you're not gonna live up to your fucking bitch, because I know what happened. I know what happened. I'm sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies. No more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. There is something I would like you to tell Viscaron. Tell him Laertius, the fool, says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted from before my eyes. Yeah, right. And then you stab me in the back. Again.
So many knife wounds in the back.
Yep.
Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Aye, Laurentius confessed to his crimes. I just had word with the Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. The lad's had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gridania's too big a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference, that it was all hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and a man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought if he couldn't change the lot of his fellow man, he might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not on his own. Somehow, he'd failed to grasp one simple truth, that those things we cannot do alone, we must do together. Eh? He asked you to thank me, did he? Then there's good in him yet. I just hope them at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive, but I'd like to think he'd be afforded a chance to make amends. But let us leave fates to the 12. I have other news for you two. The Sylph Elder has been found. No, really?
Into the beast's maw.
It's a better dungeon, you know.
It's taken us a fair old while, but we finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend.
Ahem. His name is Phrixio, and he is the eldest amongst the Sylphs of Little Solace. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians.
Yes, he's like a bridge between us and them. A small, leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment, and bridges are no use if you don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find him. No shit.
There's an abandoned dungeon called the 1,000 Maws of Toto Rock here in the South Shroud. 'Twas by the entrance to the place that Phrixio was seen, not long ago neither.
If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him.
I'll take this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll take it's very Walking ones! Please help this one! This one needs help! Needs help to help the elder one! Poor Frixo! Poor Frixo!
Whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong, nice and slow.
Elder one went to Total Rock, but has not returned. This one is worried, so very worried.
And you're right to be. The place fair crawls with nasties waiting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What in the seven hells was he thinking, entering that bloody death trap?
Elder one had no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder one. Please! Walking ones must help Elder one. Help Elder one now!
Ah, the fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmaticism, but Frixio is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylphs. Were we to lose him, all of our efforts thus far will have been for naught. I will tend to her wounds, and Yida make haste to the Adder's Nest and request assistance.
Understood!
Strife, Nocta, go to the 1,000 miles of Totorock and see that Frixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and Sylph rest upon your success. Sure.
Nod. Sure. No problem.
No problem at all.
Yeah, I'll be nice, Buscarin. I'll wait until I get outside to summon my mount, because I have respect for your tavern.
I got Snake Doggo.
I got Ensinger Bird. Or Kitty.
Nice.
By order of the Elder Seed Seer, the dungeon known as the 1,000 Miles of Totorock has been placed under the control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside? And you're sure of this? How in the seven hells did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down for a pure-blind fool. You must find the
You
Sylph
guys
Elder.
kind of suck.
You must
Yeah,
find the
shit.
Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Totorock is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray assemble the rescue party and enter as soon as you are ready. The 1,000
Okay.
miles of Totorock, now accessible.
Like,
Yippee!
seriously, these guys have problems.
You had one job, and as far as I know, there is no other entrance. So how did they make it through this door and get it shut without you noticing? Seriously. Oh.
Like, we know why the Warrior of Light has to do everything.
Because people are dumb. Would Sandra like to join us? Or are you still killing people in Stellaris?
I am presently building my Civ up in Stellaris.
I will BRB then. I'm gonna grab a drink because after doing the various voices, my throat feels very dry. So I'm gonna grab a
Go
quick
get your
drink. I'm gonna grab a quick drink and use the restroom real quick, and then if Rayn wants to join us, okay. If he doesn't, we have a DPS and a healer. Hopefully the queue won't be bad. BRB.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I might need to go for a bathroom visit in a bit, so...
Might as well take a pause for the cause then. I'm eyeing the scheduling era of my D&D server for tonight, because why do I have the gut feeling that we're about to be canceled? Yep, it's canceled!
That was quick.
Yep. He was, Sass was typing, because it's Sass's game. So, don't gotta worry about, rushing through this, because,
Yeah. You can chill.
yep.
Which is pretty nice.
Yeah, even if we do finish, we can still just chill and call. So,
Yeah.
thumbs up.
Bitchin'. Bitchin' Camaro.
Yep.
We're trying a run of playing tall rather than wide.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Alright, are we ready, Zoe?
I am indeed ready.
Let us see what the pain of the cube brings us.
Indeed. Instant queue.
That I'm actually surprised.
Let's go. I remembered to turn the cutscenes off this time. Because that was the thing about me last time when we were doing Sastasha. I forgot to turn it off.
Right.
We have a thing who's also a machinist.
Oh god, not a thing.
Don't make Sandra look bad.
Please don't make Sandra look bad.
If anything, you gotta worry about me making the healers look bad as a scholar. But this is ARR dungeon, so it shouldn't be that bad.
You have your issues with Scholar.
I'm not a good scholar.
I have AoEs now!
Dun, 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 dun. I don't have AoEs.
Ah! I'm special.
Oh my god, the thing used Peloton.
Oh, Strife, by the way, D&D got cancelled tonight, so there's really no rush.
Ah. I mean, in theory, we could go longer then, but that's... I don't know, that's up to you. Because, if anything, I think we are actually nearing the end of part 2.
Yeah. There we go.
It's so nice to be in here and not see that crap on the floor that frickin' slows you.
Yeah.
Hey look, I have a Suna! And I use it. But it doesn't work.
Unfortunately, you want to know something funny? For a little bit of world building for my world, I have a goddess that's named Asuna.
Hey, the tank leveled up to level 37. I remember those days. I remember those low-level days.
Yeah, interestingly, they do feel like a long time ago, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I just realized our machinist thing's name is Little Inkadu. A scholar and a summoner walk into a dungeon.
I know, right?
Ouch. A scholar and a summoner walk into a dungeon. Ouch.
Pain.
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
The time I got reincarnated by a slime?
Reincarnated as a slime, but yes.
No,
Fucking anime
it's by a
names,
slime, man.
You got reincarnated by a slime? How'd
Yeah.
they do that?
Don't question the slime.
I'm questioning the slime.
Don't question the slime.
I'm questioning the slime.
You don't... Dude, that's like talking about Fight Club.
It's nothing like talking about Fight Club.
It's the exact same thing!
Remember when running dungeons low enough like we are now, and you don't get experience anymore, but they dropped you gil?
Yeah, I miss those days.
I mean, it ain't much, but like that last little pool of enemies, it's like, oh hey, you made 36 gil from killing them. Cool of Ninetales. Goodbye. Pair of Warden's trousers. Makes this dungeon much faster, though.
At least we don't have the fucking, goop on the ground.
Goop on the ground and the walls you gotta break through.
Yeah.
It is nice
That's
that they streamlined it.
I like this tank. This tank is nice.
Honestly, Todorok is a much nicer dungeon to run through now.
A pair of hallowing talons.
Monkey.
I got you, warrior. Don't freak out.
I mean, most of these early dungeons, a scholar will just pet set.
Yeah, the problem is that you can't do that anymore.
There we go.
And we're already to the final boss.
Yep. It went by quick.
Like 6.5 minutes in.
Watashi wa katasai.
Oh, they went ahead and pulled.
Sucks for them.
Darkness.
Hi, how are you? Sup?
At least it's not Lalabrea.
The mighty Slayer of Ifrit comes now to me. With a countenance that bespeaks understanding. An intriguing power, the echo. I must needs choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is
I shall
a tale
BRB.
to tell Eorzea's
Okay.
children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
trapped in a darkness bubble.
Yep.
There's the goopy goop.
Yeah. Ow. Time to kill the tail.
It's Rathalos all over again. Wow. Tank and Lala leveled up at the same time.
Yep. Back in the days when we're actually happy about our victories.
Right? And they left
And
before it
they
could come.
left. How rude.
I got a player come.
Nice. I did not. Oh.
Finally, fresh air. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Sinister one is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. Nod.
Nod.
This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of Little Solace. Head hurt, head hurt, head hurt!
Head hurt.
You could be the Guardian.
Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Lark's Call. Lark's Call, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn all, where's that accursed icon hiding? Hi, Nero.
No sign of our wizened friend.
I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search perimeter be expanded?
Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gradanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramuh will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a Sylph, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the Sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when last I looked.
Apologies, my lord. I fear we have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon.
Really, Centurion? Were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless.
are so close to completion, I can fair taste it. But at this rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it you always said? Ah, yes. Though it mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if not we? In that alone were you right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright that Lord Van Balesar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Ha 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 ha.
Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it.
This one fears that the other taken ones also suffered the same fate.
This one is convinced. Walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted.
Now, Noraxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones amongst the walking ones, there are good ones also.
Ow, my head.
Does walking one feel unwell? I just saw you observing the Garlands. This one would know. What brings walking one to this place? I was here searching for you. Came to this one's rescue at Noraxia's bidding? Then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Ramuh. Then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Sure.
No.
Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside. Hey, wait!
Wait up! Not all of us can fly! In a dungeon, at least.
Report to Boscaroon. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't really know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm full glad Frixio didn't come to any harm. Ah, but there I go tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else fate befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlian and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lad and lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in doing so. Be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of Kakiran firewater. Say, friends, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This Azima rose oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity chased the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours so to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12s would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness.
Okay.
Off to East Shroud!
Yep.
Flying Gobu! The flying sneeze machine. A gift from Walking on Bhaskaran? A gift for these ones. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking on Bhaskaran and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many walking ones are scary. Many walking ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever.
Believe in yours. Koji!
This one is expecting walking one. This one fetches elder one. This one is pleased to see walking one again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Strife and Nocta. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of dare and do. Well done. Ah, the walking ones who aided Noraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorok. Would that this one had not. In Totorok, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one.
A sinister one, robed in black? Why do I have the feeling I should be more worried about that than I am?
Because he called himself La Habrea. Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. Here. This one sees. So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramuh. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Heaven but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned a great alarm.
But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you.
This one knows and respects Horned One Kane Senna. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramuh to protect the wood from the Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramuh was summoned, and all those ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. The beard. The majestic beard.
Majestic fucking beard.
Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramuh. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramuh. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramuh is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, These ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered cannot take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Sylphs, Ramuh's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland.
That explains why they're so hostile towards trespassers. But what about the abductions?
A fine question, Yida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered Sylph's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramuh. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kane Senna. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramuh to rest.
That Sylph elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him.
Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable.
Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Menphelia all about it.
Fear not. We will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this, and while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, walking one Strife and Nocta. This one has yet to give walking one a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramuh, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon the walking ones as a symbol of these ones' trust.
Another one!
Chaos Emerald! I mean crystal! Hey, we got Xeno's crystal. So far, we've gotten Strife, or we got Tyrant, Strife, and now Xenos.
Nice.
This one was not mistaken about walking one. Huh?
Nani?
Walking one is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within walking one enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to walking one. Walking one must keep that crystal safe at all times.
Okay.
Before walking one returns to Gridania, this one would ask walking one to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If walking one witnesses touched one making no trouble, mayhap walking one can testify to walking ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for touched ones.
Okay, nod.
Sure. We'll go view the Sylphs. And totally in a not drunken tell Yoon kind of way.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Please, gods, don't look at them that way.
Nope.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Hey, look, it's a lookout point.
Yep.
There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone.
Wonderful. I'll follow you this time instead of using my Aetherite ticket.
You're far too kind. Hey, look, Princess Zelda, you're in the wrong game!
Your princess is in the wrong game.
Now you're even using the wrong princess reference.
Mm-hmm. Intentionally. That was entirely intentional.
If it isn't Strife and Nocta, how went the meeting with the Sylphs?
There you go.
A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramuh. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friends. On behalf of Gradanians, I give you my thanks.
Scene.
The Sylphic folk have long been friends to Gradania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. But, owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. Speaking of...
Pray return. Hello? Hello? Strife, Nocta, can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papalima returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gradanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done! Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Okay.
Pray return to the Waking Sands!
Wish I had my Waking Sands tickets.
Right. To Western Tunnel. But you have my 800 plus Aetherite tickets, so...
Yep. Hunt Mount.
Beast Mount. Sandra Mount. I don't know why, I just felt like it'd be funny to say.
That was random.
Stop. Hi, Tataru. Oh, we talked to Tataru first.
I totally was not ignoring you. Please don't stalk me.
Well, if it isn't my favorite adventurers, welcome back, Strife and Nocta. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure.
That's
Okay.
what I was doing, but they're making you important.
Oh, Alphino!
I am given to understand that the matter of Ramuh has finally been resolved.
God. Sorry, Vanguard popped up in my head.
Hey, Ump!
Hi,
What's up, Ump?
I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble the foreseeable future.
He says hi, Zoe.
Hello!
Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me.
How fares the investigation?
Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many in one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still.
I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days.
Oh, you haven't, and nor have I. Alas, Alice has chosen to walk her own path. Stubborn girl. But you may rest assured that her destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldessian report will serve you well.
I take it we can proceed as discussed?
Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Again, more evidence to, like, initially at first making me think that friggin' Alphino was a traitor.
Yeah. It is good to see you again, Strife and Nocta. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twellswood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud.
With that, we can strike Ramuh from the list.
So who's next? The Zahagan and Leviathan? Leviathan.
The Lord of the World has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Zahagan remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least.
For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent.
It is as Yistola says. Unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when next the primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows.
Any word on Titan? The maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend upon it.
Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with...
Gridania! Wait, I mean Garuda! Who is the primal of the Ixil who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many moms to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practicable solution.
She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief?
But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Is there something else, Strife and Nocta?
Yeah, while rescuing the elder Sylph, I ran into a man in a black coat.
Beg pardon. A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black. 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull and primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread to think... Eek! Tataru!
Run! Save the screaming Lala!
A Sylph. And then a man.
At long last, this one finds walking one Strife and Nocta. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Neuraxia. This one comes as friend. Let these ones be friends. Hi.
Pleasure to meet you, Neuraxia. Bum, bum, bum.
Boom. Alright, speak with Menphilia. Into the solar we must go. Eyes ready when you are.
Right. Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Strife and Nocta, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Asians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding.
And that is the end of Part 2 New Game Plus mode.
Yay! We did it!
And even with watching the opening cinematic and everything, we still did it in less than 2.5 hours.
I know, right?
Okay, so I'm gonna pose the question, but I will pose it in this way. Since Nocta doesn't have D&D and this went a lot faster than we anticipated, I'm gonna suggest that because of format and everything, I'd like to try and maintain if possible, just for structure. I say end stream, and I will research real quick how many quests are the next part, and where's like a good halfway point, and what kind of like dungeoning or kind of stuff may happen in there. If you want to start on it, we can do that as a separate stream, its own episode, so this way this one's nice, neat, and pretty. And if you don't, this one still ends nice, neat, and pretty.
Okay.
So, and I will give you all the information so you can make as confident of a decision as you want.
Okay.
So either Zell and I will be back here in a few minutes, or we'll be back Friday with more Dragon Quest with Rayn and Ump. So, until either one of those happens, we'll see you later, guys.
Yep, see you later.